All right, welcome back, everyone, to Total Nonstop Impact. Impact Talk for Impact fans, right here on the YouTube and the Twitch, and wherever you lovely folks get your podcast audio worldwide, baby. To my left, your right, we have Alicia in the house. How are you doing?
I am well, super. Thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm good. It's been a week, but we're getting through it. And sorry, folks, we're a little late. And there's no front row Bill tonight. He's stuck in Atlanta. No, not really. He's a little under the well, so we gave him the week off. So we said, hey, go feel better. We don't like a sick Bill. We like Bill at 100%. So hope you feel better, brother. And before we dive into any news tonight, we got all sorts of people in the chat tonight. Great to see. Smash that like button, folks. Ring that bell for notifications. But we got a Bell's boy here with a super chat. Thank you very much, brother. Says, good day. So good news. TNA storylines are improving. Bad news. Swinger was back on my TV again, which prompted me to get sick. Okay. Better news. Allie may be back in the fold, and there was a Goldilocks sighting. Have a nice day. That's a loaded chat, but thank you, brother. Thank you for the love. Yes, super chats are always welcome, but at least smash that like button, like I said, folks. Ring that bell for notifications. Yeah, heck of an episode tonight. That Rosemary clip, that confused the heck out of me, Alicia. You know what? Let's just start there. Let's just start right off the bat. Let's dive into it, and we'll go through the whole episode. But we were back in Swinger's Palace, Alicia.
Sure, yeah, it's been a while, huh?
What was your thoughts on that?
I thought it was fun. Why not? And we got some good stuff out of it, so
we got to see the return of Allie. Now, if there's anyone in the chat who is not familiar with the character of Allie, raise your hand, because I'm sure there's some people that have joined within the last few years that may be like, who was that? Who were all those people? Why is John capital E period Bravo sitting at a gambling table? Why was Saban mentioned? Why is Jason Hotch excited about gambling? That was like an alternate universe, wasn't it?
Yeah, I felt like it.
The fact that Rosemary traveled back in time because she's going through all this, was it the 7 deadly sins? Is that what she's doing?
Yeah.
And she's collecting all of them to get Allie back out of the undead realm hell. It's I'm guessing that's kind of like that's the price she's paying to get her back.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm kind of gathering from all this. So she got some last week. This week was greed, and the fact that she traveled back in time to Swinger's Palace from how many years ago was that? 3-4 years ago?
Yeah.
At least.
I want to say a little longer. Like over 6.
It might be.
It was before the pandemic. You got to think she was one of the. She's joined pretty quick into AEW, like the first year of AEW, right? So.
Oh gosh, that was the first year of AEW.
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
And
Well, it was their first show, and then their first year was 2020.
The Butcher and the Blade.
Yes.
Was okay.
Bunny.
Right, yeah. Allie was the bunny. And and the fact that Swinger saw the bunny kind of like glitch past him, and he thought it was the I love how he just brings up like classic names. He said it was the gobbledygooker.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. CJ Martin says the Palace was from the 2020-2021 Skyway Studio days. Okay. 2019? Okay. That's nuts.
Yeah. Crazy.
So the fact that and we also got the fact that she delivered divorce papers to John Capital E period Bravo. Did you catch that in the midst of all that?
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
I didn't catch it either.
That was part of the paperwork that she handed to him, and he took it from her, and he was kind of like, he kind of gave her a look like, oh yeah, great to see you again. You know. So
yeah.
So then they shook. So Rosemary and Johnny. I still can't believe we had Johnny Swinger on our television. It cracks me up. And we're big fans of Swinger back in the day. He was such a character, underrated. And the fact that those two settled on. I'd have to go back and watch exactly the verbiage that they used, but it had to do with the greed. So they shook hands.
The casino, yeah.
And then Swinger's Casino in that universe was going to go on forever. And Swinger was like, yeah, Daddy, yeah.
That's good stuff.
It is. So Swinger is somewhere in a gambling heaven in an alternate universe.
Yeah, that's funny.
And for those of you wondering, so I was at Ollie's today. For those of you that don't know what Ollie's is, it's like a Big Lots. But we just had one open up across the street. And I got a 12-pack of Prime for like $5. So I'm supporting Logan Paul. Love him or hate him. This one is called Blue Chill. Flavored with other natural flavors. Oh, so it's flavored with flavors.
Anyway, so is there any news?
There is. Let's go over. Let's see here. We got. Let's load up. Let's load up the events page. We got an update on Sacrifice, which is coming to New Orleans on the 27th of March. It's coming up in just over 2 weeks, folks.
That's pretty cool.
That is not what I... Let me go to the news page. It doesn't say here. Okay, well, I know one thing that was made official. Last week it was made official. Steve Macklin was reinstated, and that's going to be the main event of Sacrifice. And that's Steve Macklin versus Mike Santana for the TNA World Championship. Now, tonight, it was made official that Eric Young is going to face Leon Slater for the X Division Championship.
Oh boy! So
he's going to cash in his briefcase at Sacrifice, and he said finally, and I'm kind of I'm giving some details here, but he said finally, you guys are going to see the cleansing, or I'm paraphrasing here, but we'll finally have the cleansing. So I don't know if that means that whatever he said is going to take place, if he's going to have a group of guys with him. We don't know. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. Hey, Limster's in the chat. What's up? part of Team TNI UK. Good to see you.
A bit early, or I guess late for, or late or early for them.
Yeah, depending on how you look at it. Yeah. Definitely late, definitely early. So what, 6 or 7 hours ahead of our time? Give or take, whatever. Oh, we got a lot of people in the chat. Beautiful to see. Yeah, sound off. All right. No, I didn't hear any exact numbers, but I did read an article, I believe it was yesterday, and it said something to the effect that the ratings for last week has been holding pretty steady to what TNA's been doing lately, and that's around the 250K mark, give or take a little bit. So that is great to hear that the ratings are still doing well. So, but yeah. Oh, Gary Rossetti says, I hear Joe Doring has another brain tumor. Okay, I have not heard. Well, we know that he's still fighting and he's going through another round of chemo. We heard that, was that a month or two ago? Somewhere, but within the last couple months. And we put up the GoFundMe. It's in the description of the video. So if you want to help Joe Doring, go help a good brother. We're rooting for you and we're praying for you, Joe. So, yeah, Swag fan, steady is better than dropping. Yes, absolutely. So, all right. As far as news, I think that's. Oh, there. Okay, so one other thing: AJ Francis has re-signed with TNA. Any details beyond that, I couldn't tell you, but it was. Oh, it was reported first on ESPN. Okay, I found the article here. Hang on a second. AJ Francis has re-signed with TNA for the remainder of 2026. He said a major reason behind his decision is the continued exposure and growth of the partnership between TNA and AMC. Okay. Well, that's good to know. So we will at least see him through the remainder of the year. And then I guess we'll see what happens after that. But so for now, we appreciate AJ Francis and everything he does, because he had a hell of a match tonight with Elijah. It's definitely one of the highlights. And we're going to get into that in a bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it for news. Of course, we know we were going to hear from Macklin tonight, amongst other people and their promos. So yeah, let's dive into it. We got some tag team action. Starting out the episode, we started with the Hardys versus the Sinner and the Saint. Hardys always respectful to their opponents lately. And, so just
good vibes, bro. Good vibes.
It is. And I think the righteous are rubbing off on them, honestly, the best way possible.
I didn't know that they were good guys like that. I thought that was just what the Hardys always did.
Well,
yeah,
it's true. They are. But I like to think that the righteous, even though they are a little creepy at times, they
mean well.
They can inspire.
Peace, bro.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? I feel like there's always, as much as the Hardys are an inspiration to wrestling, their fans and everyone, there's always room to grow. There's always room to be better, And I feel like maybe the righteous are doing that, as weird as it may seem. So, but yeah, any thoughts on this match?
I mean, it's good. It's like the Hardys is always iconic, but it's always good to see Sinner and Saint in the ring, showing what they got.
Yeah, good point, Mayor. Says Jeff Hardy won with a submission hold. Yeah, and that's like the first time I think that their opponents actually tapped out to it. Now,
Yeah.
I don't know if they came up with a name for this hold yet. But I tell you what, I sure as hell, knowing the way my body is, I would not want to be bent backwards. I would tap out immediately. I'm just saying. That or fall on my ass, one of the two. So, but yeah, it was a short but sweet match. It wasn't anything too crazy long, but it was good.
Good starter.
Yeah. Then we got the Elegance brand backstage with Gia Miller. And so I guess it was announced recently, but they wanted to just remind people that Mr. Elegance is going to have his first wrestling match on TNA next week. So that should be interesting. I would recommend that maybe he use slightly less baby oil, because otherwise that match is going to be a mess. I'm just saying.
It's going to be slippery.
Yeah, slippery situation. But then we had another blast from the past, and Goldilocks showed up in the promo, telling the Elegance brand that, hey, maybe they should respect their elders, or respect the people that came before them, because they were knocking ODB that showed up last week. So it was really cool that Goldilocks showed up, and hey, friend of the show, we can say that. You folks want to see a hell of an interview? We had her on the show several years ago, and it was one of the best interviews we ever did. She's lovely. She's lovely. So, in fact, I think she did a song with Mickey James somewhere within the last year. Some signal. You can probably go to her social media, go to Goldilocks social media, and go check it out, or Spotify, or one of those streaming services. One of those things. So, Critical Sting says Spinal Destination. That's what the finisher of Jeff Hardy's is? Dear God. Spinal Destination. That just sounds painful. Oh, God. But effective nonetheless. All right. Next, we got Indi Hartwell versus someone new that at least I haven't seen before. Some of the people in the live chat and in the live reaction seem to have seen her before, but didn't ring a bell with me. Kelsey Heather. And this was another short but sweet match. Indi Hartwell saying that she's not here just to, win matches. She's here to win some titles. She wants that Knockouts championship.
Duly noted, Indi.
She calls out Ariana Grace, and Ariana Grace comes out with Stacks, and someone needs to remind Ariana Grace what it's like to have a championship. When you have that title, when you're at the top of the heap, you got a target on your back, and it's this part of being champion apparently has not registered with her yet. What do you think about all this, Alicia?
I don't know. I don't know what to make of it.
She just seems very confused. She's like, why is everybody coming after me? I thought that was mildly humorous. And Stacks, of course, being the good fiance that he is, of course, backs her up, no matter how ridiculous she may sound. You'd think that would be one of the first things that Santina would teach you in Wrestling 101. When you're champ, you have to defend your championship. It's all about being champ. I don't know. But I know he's very ashamed of his daughter.
Well.
And of Stacks. Boy, did he blow his top later. All right, so next we got Hardy's backstage with the Righteous, and things are getting pretty chummy between those two tag teams. It's strange to see, but it's something that we're witnessing. But then the Nemeths, I can speak tonight. The Nemeth brothers came into the scene, and they're like, you shouldn't worry so much about the system, because you got other people coming after your title as well. And then Ryan so graciously reminded him, he's like, yeah, Jeff, remember when I pinned you? Which I don't remember that. I don't think that ever existed, but apparently it did. So my guess is that's something that's going to happen at Sacrifice in a few weeks. Maybe we'll have the Nemeths. Maybe we'll have a 3-team match. Who knows? Is that something you'd like to see, Elisa?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
There you go.
Speaking of Nemeth.
All right. Next, we got a 6-man tag. Oh, yeah, we see Ryan Nemeth in a skit, which is very strange, but we'll get into that.
He did a good job.
He did. I was so confused for the first part of that Rosemary skit. It was mind-blowing. But anyways, we got Trey Miguel, BDE, and Rich Swann facing off against Order 4. Now, this is the return of Mustafa Ali. He's with the Great Hands, and some of you may not know, or maybe it took you a second to notice, because sometimes he has his hair pulled back and you don't see it right away, but Mustafa Ali had a whole haircut. When he was in
I was like, who is that gentleman?
Yeah.
Didn't even recognize him. That's so great.
Yeah. When he was in Chicago, he was in Chicago for an interview with Chris Van Vliet. And if you folks have not seen it yet, it's a great interview. Please go check it out on Chris Van Vliet's channel. But they were in a club, and he had I don't know, he had some kind of do-rag or something on his head and some kind of hat on his head, so you couldn't see his hair. So I think he wanted to surprise the people on TV and not show it off. But he went to Locks of Love, apparently, while in Chicago during the weekend of Elimination Chamber, and donated all of his hair to Locks of Love.
Oh, wow.
A good
That's
portion.
Wonderful.
It is. I love seeing stuff like that.
Well, especially it's like if you don't dye your hair and you got good hair and you can grow it out, donate it so people can make wigs out of it. And not even Locks of Love. There are other companies, like, do your research, but that's a great idea. Men do that. That's great.
Yeah.
Women do it too. It's awesome.
I would do it too, but nobody wants my chest hair, apparently. So
yeah. They don't need that.
they frown on that, apparently. Yeah, nobody wants that. So sorry, but I absolutely support the cause. I love it. But But yeah, so Alicia, what'd you think of Order 4 versus Miguel, BDE, and Swann?
I thought this was a really good match. There was some cool shit going on here.
It was. Everybody got their stuff in, as they say.
I feel like that's been happening a lot lately, and it's making things entertaining. Like, well, it's always entertaining. It's wrestling, but you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, it makes the whole show better. Like, why are we like? Are we just watching because we're like so just used to watching every week like other wrestling shows? Or are we looking forward to like specific people doing specific things and like, oh, this match is going to be good. I know it's going to be good, you know? And I feel like TNA has really been stepping it up lately. Like the first two, like, I'm not going to say that the first two matches on the card in this show were bad, but they were just matches, you know?
yeah, I agree.
They were good. But this one, everyone got to show off. It was a very exciting X Division style match where everybody's, you know, hitting everyone gets their turn and showing off, and it's just next level, and it was great to see. And it also reminds you how good the guys like the Great Hands are. There's some moves in this match that just, it was like, whoa, that was John Skyler. It's yeah, the guy's been around. The guy can wrestle. Don't forget that. But yeah, Trey Miguel and his boys got the win. But then after the match, talk about some psychology. Ali took the international title, held it, looked at it for a while, and then slowly presented it back to Trey Miguel. Trey Miguel was not happy with that. He's like, give me back my title. So, yeah, I got a feeling that's something that's coming down the road too, probably a sacrifice. Ali going after Trey Miguel's international title. And I can't wait for that. If that happens at Sacrifice, that is absolutely going to be one of the best matches of the evening. I'm calling it now. All right, time for the BioFlex injury report. Thank you to BioFlex. The hometown man is talked about first here. He is cleared from the beating he took from AJ Francis. Next, I can't read my own writing. Oh, Slater. I can write and read, honestly.
Yeah, no problem.
Leon Slater is out because of the pile driver he took from EY. So they're keeping an eye on his condition. And yeah, so I got a strange feeling that he may not be 100% going into this title defense at Sacrifice. What do you think, Alicia?
It's hard to tell. What do you really have? I could say a million things, and I know I'll be wrong. I'm just wrong. What about you? What do you think about it all?
Hopefully Leon Slater doesn't show up in a neck brace for the wrestling match. That's, I would, and I'd be like, no, we're not defending this tonight. Sorry guys. So, and then also it says that Moose and Cedric Alexander were cleared for their Atlanta street fight later on in the episode, which is great. Because as soon as they announced this, I said something to the effect during the live reaction. I said, well, that's good that they're cleared, because after this match, they're probably not going to be cleared for a while. So, but nonetheless, I was definitely looking forward to that later. All right, we got Ariana Grace backstage, just kind of, just yelling at clouds in the sky, talking about the disrespect from all the knockouts and why everybody thinks it's okay to come after her and her title. Like I said, someone needs to like smarten her up on the whole chain of things going on in wrestling. It's like when you're champion, and anyways. But she's backstage with Stax, and then they see Indi around the corner. Stax is like, "Hey, I got a plan." So he goes and talks to her, and he's distracting her. And you can't talk to my girlfriend like that, blah, 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 blah. And then...
How dare you?
Yeah, exactly. And then, well, kind of saw this from a mile away, but Ariana Grace attacks Indi Hartwell, gives her a good chop block, a la Ric Flair style out of nowhere. And, of course, you know, other knockouts come to her aid, and Santino runs up and, oh, man, I don't think, like, I've seen Santino mad. I don't think I've seen him this mad in a long time, Alicia.
It's not like we couldn't have seen this coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
I mean, she low blowed him. Why would she be on the up and up so soon after? Come on now.
Yeah. He's like, you can't do that. You get the hell out of my building.
A snake doesn't shed its skin to be a good snake. It sheds its skin to become a bigger snake. Not a nice snake, a bigger snake. Come on, guys.
Very good lesson. Very good lesson. Yeah, snake doesn't turn into a cute little bunny. So. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Forgot about
Or a cobra,
that.
excuse me. A cobra doesn't shed its skin to be
either way.
A nice Santino snake. It becomes a bigger Ariana snake, asshole.
Well, Santino's snake is a good snake. We like.
Well, that's why I'm using the comparison.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, did Santino get his snake back or no? I'm trying to remember. I know she.
No, I don't think so.
No, okay.
She took it. I don't know if it ever found its way back.
Okay. Well, nonetheless, I think that.
Did he ever wait? Did he ever yell at her for doing that? What happened there? Did we just skirt by?
I don't think he realizes that she took it. He went to reach for it in a promo when he was arguing with Daria a week or two ago, and then found out that he didn't have it.
So he didn't watch his daughter's match? Like, what? How are we explaining the GM?
He was
not catching that.
He was probably polishing his shield and maybe missed it. I don't know.
You
know, who knows? Anyways, but yeah, I'd like to see Indi Hartwell versus Ariana Grace. It might happen sooner rather than later. We'll see.
Clearly.
And oh yeah, thank you, Mayor. Yeah, there was a Daria Santino segment somewhere in there, and they were arguing over, let's see, it had to do with Mike Santana not touching Steve Macklin and Steve Macklin not touching Mike Santana. So if Steve Macklin broke the rules, he'd be fired again. If Santana broke the rules, he'd be stripped of the title. So there's all these rules in play. You know, everyone's trying to up everybody with all these rules against, you know, the champ, Macklin, or excuse me, McLean. By the way, this Prime is pretty good. It's not bad.
What flavor is it?
It's Blue Chill. It's not bad. Prime Ice hydration. Smooth and refreshing. I mean, I've had better, but for only 20 calories, it's not bad. All right. So on to Steve Macklin in the ring. And of course, Mike is gonna keep his distance. Mike Santana is gonna keep his distance, but he's gonna be in the arena and he's amongst his people. He's champ. He's in the crowd. And Macklin's in the ring. And Macklin, he's like, yeah, well, I prepared a statement. And, well, part of it was he had to apologize to Tom Hannafin for, punching him. And so he apologized, but he didn't apologize in the traditional sense. He's like, I'm sorry you're not a tougher guy. And maybe toughen up. I mean, I'm paraphrasing here, but that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Tom Hannafin not happy. And Tom was, and we never see Tom like this. Tom Hannafin this has affected him mentally. And the fact that this affected him through, I'd say, at least 3/4 of the show, and we didn't get Tom Hannafin in OG form until we got the main event, was really something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Steve cut his promo and pretty much promised to be champ again. And it was interesting in the live chat during the live reaction. Obviously there's people supporting Mike Santana, but there's some people that actually want to see Steve Macklin become champ again. And I got to say, look, I love Mike Santana, but I love the fact that we've had some of these shorter title reigns as of late. It's refreshing. It keeps things, I don't know. I think it keeps it interesting. But here's my question, Alicia. And I don't know if there's a stipulation behind this. And oh yeah, bonus baby, thank you. Yeah, Macklin is not just fired, but they're going to erase him from TNA history. Now, okay, so I don't know how they're going to do that, but they're going to take all of his videos down across the board, across social media. I don't know, but that'd be quite the task.
Yeah.
But here's my question.
Really?
So they've reinstated him. He's back in TNA. So welcome back, Steve Macklin. Here's my question. He faces off at Sacrifice against Mike Santana for the TNA World title. Is he gone if he doesn't win, or is he just staying in the company?
Oh, that's hard to say.
That's one part of this whole thing I'm having a little trouble understanding. Okay, you're back to win the title, but if you don't win the title, is he gone again, or is he staying? I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's the theme of the evening. I don't know. It's great. Don't get me wrong, but it's good to see him still around. But what?
Yeah.
We're still just walking past that one. That's okay. That's all right. I'm good. That's good.
I'm just gonna enjoy him back forever for however long he's gonna be around, I guess.
Yeah.
And here's Oreo again, just looking up at Daddy. Hi, little girl. You being good? Why are you here? Anyways, all right, we continue. So, next we got AJ Francis versus Elijah. Regular match, But I tell you, this was definitely another highlight of this episode. I love this. Now, it was also humorous. Tom Hannafin didn't think so, but we had King Kaz on commentary. Tom's reaction to King Kaz sitting next to him, just plopping down like, "Hi, I'm on commentary." Tom Hannafin's like, "Damn it!" His reaction was priceless. He was not having it.
Yeah.
All right. But what did you think of AJ Francis versus Elijah?
This was surprising. Big win for AJ. But yeah, this was surprising because Elijah seems to be on the roll. I don't know. It's interesting. That's wrestling. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, the hometown man came out afterwards with a pipe because Kaz helped AJ win the match.
Yeah, it's dirty. Moving dirty.
It was, but I look at it this way. And I respect the King. I may not love King Kaz all the time, but I respect the position he holds as King.
Shirley.
King of TNA. And don't call me Shirley. No, I'm just kidding. That's classic. If you know, you know. So Elijah took the drink off the announce desk, drank some, threw it at Kaz. So then Kaz retaliates and gets him, whatever he did to him, attacks him, gets him back in the ring, and that's why AJ Francis got the win. If Elijah just left Kaz alone, he probably would have gotten the win, you know?
Yeah. Surely.
But no one respects the King, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, big win for AJ Francis. I don't know where this goes from here, but this was a fun match. I like this. Quick promo then from Eric Young saying that at Sacrifice, he's going to reveal the cleanse, or we're going to get the cleanse, or however he said it, versus the TNA X Division champion, Leon Slater. Boy, this is going to be an excellent match. You think Eric Young's going to be the one to dethrone Leon Slater?
Very possible. Who's to say?
We'll have to see what Eric's got up his sleeve.
Surely. Eric is a very interesting fellow right now.
He is. Very
when is he not?
Yeah. Now, and we already talked about this a little bit, but I'll go over part of this at least. This is the part in the show where we get the Rosemary segment, where Rosemary actually travels back in time to Swinger's Palace several years ago to get the greed portion of her 7 deadly sins. And she gets it from, of all people, Swinger. They shake hands. You see the little red glow. And there's all these little things happening. Like the comedy that's happening at the poker table or whatever they're playing. I don't know. I'm not a gambler, so whatever they're doing.
Playing the card games.
Playing the cards. But the fact that Jason Hotch was kind of replacing Saban's character, and that Johnny Curtis was there, and there was a couple other people there that I didn't recognize, but I'm guessing they were just background people. Oh, and Ryan Nemeth was one of the. Do you remember what they called the girls in the black dresses that were always at Swinger's side? What were they called?
Oh my goodness.
Was it the Swingerettes or something like
that? The
that?
Swingerettes, I think. I think you're right on that, yeah.
Oh, yes, Mayor. Yes, yes. The divorce papers went through Park, Park, and Park. Great throwback. All these little throwback things. These like you got to watch this to get all these things back again. Just a great nod to the creativity that they had during the pandemic was just chef's kiss to it.
Yeah.
So thank you, Critical Sting. It was the Swingerellas.
Good times, good times.
And I don't know how, and I don't know why, but Ryan Nemeth was a Swingerella.
Yeah, I love that though. It's attention to detail.
Oh man, God bless Ryan Nemeth for putting on a black dress and standing next to the other Swingerellas. That was choice. I'm like, what universe is this? Nick Nemeth is probably like, I didn't know this happened.
Huh? How did I get here?
Yeah, right.
And he's a baffling man.
And he was just there like he belonged there. He wasn't like, oh, I gotta be in a dress. No, he was just there playing the part. It was hilarious.
I liked it. It was good. It was fun.
This whole thing just 10 out of 10. I loved it. I couldn't, like, my jaw was dropped. I'm like, what are we watching? It took me a second to figure it out. But yeah, sure enough, Swinger's Palace is alive and well in an alternate universe.
Yeah, good times.
And we got Allie back complete with stab wounds in the neck. Did you catch that?
I forgot about that.
She died at the hands of Su Yung.
Oh, I do know she died from Su Yung. I just can't remember how she died.
Yeah, she got stabbed in the neck because she was protecting Rosemary, I believe. She jumped in front and she got stabbed instead, and that's how they wrote her off television. So yeah, she died in the undead realm. But yeah, all of a sudden Allie's there and she's like, yay, I can almost talk to people again. And it's like, what? Oh man, the fact that we're getting all this again is just, I can't wait to see what they come up with the other 7 deadly sins, because this has been a trip. They had Tommy turn into Rosemary, the deal with the president, and now this with Swinger's Palace and Johnny Swinger. Yes, thank you, Gary Rossetti. Yes, that was Luchasaurus died too. And that was when he was fresh out of Lucha. What the hell was that show?
Lucha Underground?
Lucha Underground. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. Fresh out of there. Kind of like when they were signing a bunch of people from Lucha Underground towards the end of the series. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wild stuff. All right. Next, we got the debut of Ricky Sosa. This was very exciting. So I did my due diligence, as I always preach to people. Hey, if you want to know about more, about the people you see on the show, if it's a one-off or if it's a debut or whatever, and like, wow, where can I see more of this? Well, yeah, go to YouTube, go look up some matches. So I did. And I looked up, now granted, I only saw one match, but I at least wanted to see what this kid's got. So I looked up, and it was a match from a few months ago from a new wrestling company in Holland. It's on YouTube. And it was Ricky Sosa versus the WWE ID champion Cappuccino Jones. And Cappuccino Jones is from somewhere in the States, somewhere down south, I believe. But they had a really good match. And like I said, this was from like a first episode in Holland, so international. It was a good match. It was interesting. It just, and I kind of compared Ricky Sosa to the athleticism, kind of like a Trick Williams, but not quite as good as Trick Williams. Because this kid is young. He's only 21, I guess. And he's been wrestling since 2022, I think I found out. But holy cow. So what did you think of the debut of Ricky Sosa versus Brad Attitude?
Welcome. It's like, oh, it's a new guy, the guy versus a guy who had no intro. I have a feeling I know how this is gonna go, and it did. And welcome to TNA.
Well, I don't know if he's signed yet. I hope to God he is, because I'm sure this kid is going to be on a lot of companies' radars. You know, AEW, WWE / NXT, hell, MLW, name whoever. You know, they're going to want this kid. Of course, you know, you're going to have to pick up the visa, the work visa issues, but yeah, I'm hoping TNA can lock this kid down. We'll see what happens. We'll see, but yeah, I thought it was good. It was also good to see Brad Attitude again. The first time I saw him was I think it was Genesis. I think it was when he tag team wrestled with TW3, I want to say. But anyways.
Nah, I don't know. You're what? Huh? You asking me a date?
We saw Brad Attitude before, but it's not like I've seen a ton of them. But he's been on Explosion too. So, but yeah. And so he won with his finisher, the Sosa Bomb. And the crowd seemed to be very into him. Like they knew his song, and they knew his like they know his gimmick. And it's Sosa, bang, bang, Sosa. That's part of the entrance theme. So yeah, Mayor says Ricky Sosa wants to wrestle someone from the Birthright faction in NXT. Yeah, that was it William Regal's kid or Finley's kid said on social media, I want to wrestle Ricky Sosa? I'm like, well, then somebody's got to sign him, obviously.
Yeah, I guess.
So hopefully, yeah. Thank you, Critical Stink. Yeah, Brad Attitude tagged with TW3 and versus Satan Sinner on the Sacrifice pre-show. It can't be the Sacrifice pre-show. It's got to be Genesis or something else. But anyways, yes, you are right. Yeah. Hi, Rocky. Well, all the kitties are coming up today. So yeah, great first match for Ricky Sosa, so you can see what the hype is all about. Let me know what you thought of him in the chat. All right, and then we get right into the main event, the Atlanta street fight, Moose versus Cedric Alexander. The system is banned from ringside, but Lish is there. Excuse me, not you. Lish. Lish is at ringside with Moose. I don't know how that happens in a no DQ match, but somehow
she has cute sneakers.
This is true.
And a cool jacket. That's all she needs.
That's
credentials.
Right. But what did you think of Moose versus Cedric Alexander?
I thought it was good. I thought it was everything it needed to be. They also had used the same trash can that I own, so I felt seen.
The big rubber one or the one
Yeah,
that crunched?
the big rubber one.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, good job. I like that.
I'm like, don't tell me you've destroyed one of the steel ones before.
No, we don't get that because that's stupid.
That's. But yeah, I took out the trash can again, and I went through the trash can. But yeah, those giant Rubbermaid ones, those are crazy sturdy. They bounce all over the place. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. Atlanta, I gotta say, Atlanta, great crowd for this episode. They were hyped all the way through it. They loved this main event. Definitely behind Moose. Moose got the win here. He is bound and determined, Alicia, to pick them off one by one. And apparently next week, he's going to face Brian Myers. So, my guess is by the time they hit Sacrifice in a few weeks, they're going to get the Eddie.
Yeah. Well, he's got to go through them all, and then Alicia's going to turn on him. I don't trust her. No, it doesn't. I don't.
I knew you were going to say that.
No way, I don't trust.
Because she didn't do it tonight. She helped him out.
That's true. Yeah.
She slapped the crap out of Cedric Alexander. Let me tell you, she slapped him right out of his Spider-Man shorts. I dig the shorts though. I gotta say that. So, yeah, Hot Lana. Yeah, exactly. Mayor's asking Alicia, now do you trust Lish?
No, God.
No, of course not.
It's like, wouldn't that be the build up? Is that she's trying to win his trust
and get through all of them, and then
turn on him when it counts.
The ultimate turn, faced against your ex-husband or soon-to-be ex-husband. I don't know. Maybe they're still together. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Storyline wise, strictly storyline. So, yeah, fun episode. Fun matches, good storylines. I popped for the Rosemary stuff. The Swingers Palace got me. I definitely got to watch that one back because I know there's going to be other little Easter eggs in there, so to speak. Like the fact that they reconstructed it. You know, it looked like the same location. They had the poster on the wall. Swinger in the shirt, it just blows me away. It just wild stuff, right? It was. It really was. So, yeah. So let us know what you thought in the chat of the episode. Did you dig it? Did you like them going in the past for that one? And did you dig the matches and where these are all heading to? Just over 2 weeks away for TNA Sacrifice in New Orleans. Can't wait. And any last minute thoughts?
No, I think it was a pretty good overall show. Flowed. I feel like when it flows, it's one of the better ones.
It was.
Yeah, no complaints. Had a good time.
Cool. All right. Well, we got this done in an hour, believe it or not. And like I said, Bill had the night off. Bill, hope you're feeling better. You folks know what to do. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. Why? So that you know when more of our content hits your screen. And we'll see you guys next week. Take care, folks.